NIL, quarterback money, best thing that's happened to the NFL. You might not realize it. Best thing that's happened. Because why? Quarterbacks who are young, who in the past would come to the NFL because they want the cash, and who could blame them, but would end up in bad situations and get forced onto the field before they were ready to play, are now sticking around in school. We've seen it with Lenora Sellers. We've seen it with Arch Manning. Now we see it with Dante Moore, who's from Cleveland and Detroit. Family here. Word is, grew up Browns fan and everything else, blah, blah, blah. Maybe he wants to play in Cleveland. Maybe that's one of the factors Dante Moore used in going back to Oregon. Hey, I'm going to end up with the Jets. Nope. Maybe next year the Browns would take me. Who knows? Regardless, he's going back, and the 2026 draft class doesn't look good at quarterback. You're going to get guys who get drafted in the maybe second, but certainly third, fourth, fifth rounds, and then they're going to do what the Browns have done this year and keep their fingers crossed that those guys can develop. And the 2027 draft class looks pretty loaded, at least for right now. Those guys could still go back. But it looks pretty loaded. The Browns have 2 picks this year. You could trade that Jacksonville pick up another number 1. You could drop down from 6, still get your offensive lineman, maybe pick up a future number 1 like they did last year. All of a sudden, there are a bunch of options if you're not locked into quarterback in this draft. So what does that mean for this year in the quarterback room for the Browns? Daryl, you ready?
I'm still digesting your maneuvering around the draft board because the Browns have so much latitude and luxury to give up top-tier talent to assemble assets for the future.
How about this?
All right, hit me.
Ty Simpson slides past the Jets and is sitting there at 6, and somebody wants him, and they trade up to get him. And the Browns drop down a couple of spots, pick up another number 1, load up on the offensive linemen, the wide receivers, and then you get something else for 2027. You go get your quarterback, unless something happens to work your way coming up this next season. I have scenarios for the Browns.
You do need the Jets. Here's the wrinkle to your plan.
You need the Jets to pass on Ty Simpson.
No, you need the Jets to pick a quarterback this year.
Oh, so they don't stink next year?
Because they are armed with first-round draft picks that can outbid you.
Yeah.
So you need them to take
Ty Simpson?
You need them to take the leap this year so that in 27 you're not having to compete with them because you can't compete with them in 27.
That's interesting. All right, keep that in mind. Dano, you ready?
Oh, I was born with indigestion.
I am just fine if these are the Browns quarterbacks next year when they go to training camp.
Okay.
Deshaun Watson.
Drink.
Shedeur Sanders.
Drink some more.
Dillon Gabriel.
Just start chugging at this point.
And somebody they bring in for a camp arm.
Well, Bailey Zappe's no longer available.
I know. Because of where they are.
Good for him getting a future.
In building the team and with a first-year coach, I'm perfectly fine with them rolling back with the 3 guys they have right now. And my hope would be Deshaun Watson's the starting quarterback. Play Deshaun for a year, let Shedeur develop a little bit more, fine. Or play Shedeur, there's Deshaun, he's getting paid, he's hanging out, whatever, and Dillon Gabriel's still here.
The most expensive assistant quarterbacks coach in NFL history.
That's one scenario.
Dr. Rader, how many Tums should I take right now?
I don't know. I'm going to have a swig of water.
I was going to say, are we at double digits yet?
That's one scenario. Another scenario is this.
Okay. Change my last name to AC.
I think Myles Garrett just asked for a trade.
Another scenario is this. You do what Andrew Berry's done before. Watson, Sanders, Gabriel.
Mm-hmm.
Bring in Drew Aller. And then you have 4 quarterbacks, and before you get to the regular season, you have traded Shedeur Sanders or Dillon Gabriel. You play Deshaun Watson. You have the other guy, either Sanders or Gabriel, as your backup, and you have Drew Aller sitting there, and you develop him and see if he could become what you're hoping you have at quarterback for the future of this franchise.
I'm sorry, did you enjoy the development plan for Dillon Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders this year?
It didn't work real well.
If that is the case, are we allowed to play these games in Iceland at like 4 a.m.? That way I don't have to watch it.
So
I could just read the box score.
The 3 guys you have, and either just some veteran for a camp arm, or you bring in the guy, Darryl, who has said it would be special to be a quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. My family had season tickets. He goes against what you said earlier because Drew Aller has already said it would be special.
Don't do that to that kid.
I know. He seems like a really nice guy. I don't know that I want to do it to him.
He really seems like he's a lovely young man. Please don't do that to that kid.
I don't know that I want to do it to him.
Nothing wrong.
I don't know that I want to do it to him.
I don't wish that kind of harm on Drew Aller.
Okay, that's plan A.
I mean, he's got to survive the whole thing at Penn State. Now you want to wish the Browns on him?
You ready for plan B?
Oh, if that's plan A, I'm excited for what plan B could entail.
I'm on pins and needles.
It might hurt less.
Dano's heard this kind of talk out of me before. It makes him cringe.
He knows the
I feel like I need to go get the "let's find us a quarterback" disclaimer.
Oh, that's coming. Not today, though. You take a shot at a young guy who needs his career resurrected. And I'm going to go even younger than, say, the Sam Darnold type of quarterback.
Okay.
1-877
younger than the Daniel
CLE.
Jones type of quarterback. It's this. Okay, you have Deshaun. You figure he's going to be here. And then
they don't have any choice, Jeff. You don't figure he's going to be here.
I know,
He will be here. They don't have a choice.
I know. And then you keep Shedeur and or Dillon, one or the other or both, whatever you want to do.
Uh-huh.
But then you bring in Zach Wilson.
Oh.
Hold on. Just hold on. Hear me out. Kenny Pickett.
Oh.
Hold on. Trey Lance. Sam Howell. Or you trade for Anthony Richardson, who the Colts have a club option on him after next season. So he's going into the last year of his contract where it's guaranteed, and maybe they want to move on from him.
He didn't like football in Indianapolis. I'm pretty sure he ain't going to like it here in Cleveland.
Well, but he probably loves paydays, and maybe it's dawned on him that, you know what, if I don't get this together, I'm not going to have these paydays anymore.
Ask Jed Wills how that plan's worked out for him.
You take a chance on one of these guys, and it's no big chance.
We're just going to waste another season of our lives?
No, I didn't say that. Wilson, Pickett, Lance, Howell, all free agents. And you take a chance, you bring one of these guys in, and you let that guy compete with Deshaun and Shedeur and or Dillon. I'm not convinced that both Shedeur and Dillon will be here next year, but until they're not, I'm going to say they are. You let one of these reclamation projects, Zach Wilson was the number 2 overall pick, had some moments in a crummy Jets organization. Kenny Pickett, I don't know why they traded him for, and the Raiders didn't play him either.
How many tackling dummies do you think the Browns could get for Dillon Gabriel?
Trey Lance doesn't look like he's going to click, but he still hasn't been on the football field for a whole lot. And Trey Lance has been in situations where he got beat out, okay, by Brock Purdy, wasn't going to play behind Dak Prescott, and wasn't going to play this year behind Justin Herbert. Maybe if he's not faced with one of those guys, maybe he emerges.
I would like to take this moment to have a direct quote from a former Super Bowl winning coach for Mr. Phelps on this.
There are so many guys this year, Mike, who are available as free agents, like Zach Wilson. It didn't work in New York, but he's Justin Fields, same thing, Pittsburgh, Chicago, Trey Lance, perhaps.
None of those guys can play that you just mentioned.
That would be Mike Mart, Super Bowl winning head coach, telling Mr. Phelps, none of those guys can play.
Well, I didn't mention Anthony Richardson there.
I was just going to say,
do you want me to see what he thinks of that one? You want me to find that one for
you?
As much as I like, respect, and admire Jeff Phelps, I'm not enjoying this segment right now. I'm not going to lie. I am not enjoying this segment.
I'm not either.
None of these plans are good, Jeff.
And guess what? That's my point.
That's your best work?
No. It's not my work. No. This is where. Hey.
Oh, now he's distancing himself.
No. This to me, guys, is where the Browns are.
This is like reading the classified ads in the Plain Dealer.
That's the problem. This is
Free
where
mattress? Sweet.
This is where they are.
Hardly soiled, even better.
This is where they are. My main thought: get ready for 2027.
Free couch to good home.
That's what I would do. But what I'm trying to do is piece something together where maybe you get lucky and you find a guy, you stumble into something in 2026.
Jeff, can I ask you a question? When have you ever known the Cleveland Browns to get lucky?
I'm ready for Plan C. Are you guys ready?
I mean, right now, I feel like you just told me in the classified ads that she turns over, but she don't move. So if you could get her to move, she's yours.
Folks, this is where the Browns are, and Dan and Daryl are picking on me. I
Free
need
rocker
help.
to good home.
I need help. 216-474-0092.
Ooh, used crutches. I can find a use for that.
Plan C. Are you ready?
Okay.
You guys might like Plan C.
Well, then if we might like Plan C, it probably should have been Plan A.
I mean, hell, oatmeal's fantastic after eating gruel.
Forget Deshaun. Forget Shedeur. Forget Dillon, Gabriel.
Okay.
Go after the top guys in free agency and make Daniel Jones, once he heals up, or Malik Willis your starting quarterback next year.
Why didn't you lead with that?
Because I don't think it's as likely. I still think their best plan of attack is to wait for 2027 and see if you can stumble into something in 2026. Daniel Jones, Malik Willis. Anything?
Dan, you got any Tylenol over there?
I have aspirin in my bag.
I mean, I do, but I don't know if it's strong enough.
Ball pin hammer?
Now that I might help
Ball
you.
peen.
I'm sorry. My headache is too thick to say it correctly.
Daniel Jones or Malik Willis?
I don't think you're prying Daniel Jones away from the Colts.
Can we
I don't think you are.
Can we just forfeit the 2026 season, get the number one pick?
Well, you're going to have a new head coach, and he's going to get 2 years, right? So if you
we think
if you stumble next year,
but here's the thing: if Jimmy wasn't happy with 8 wins in 2 years and an increase from 3 to 5 wins this past season, why is he going to be okay with a first-time head coach having less than 5 wins?
they're not going to. They wouldn't fire a coach after 1 year. Hey, what's Rob Chudzinski doing these days? and here's Plan D.
Or Freddie Kitchens.
Here's Plan
boy.
D.
Oh, joyous days are here again.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Is this one okay?
D for dumb. Here we go.
Yeah, I know.
If you're starting by asking if this is okay, I'm concerned.
Well, tell me if this does anything for you.
Yeah, if you have to ask, the answer is no.
My main thought is go for 2027 and just go ahead with Deshaun, Shedeur, and Dillon for next year.
Okay.
That's what I would do. But I'm looking for alternatives here. We've moved to Plan D. If you have Deshaun, Shedeur, and Dillon Gabriel, and maybe you don't keep Shedeur or Dillon, but you go sign or trade for a veteran for a year or two, and then get somebody in 2027, bring him along, playing behind Mac Jones, who you'd have to trade for. He's a free agent after next season. Carson Wentz, Jimmy Garoppolo, Joe Flacco, Russell Wilson, maybe Kirk Cousins if he gets dumped in Atlanta.
You know what? I might be a little interested in Kirk Cousins.
I would too. He could play. He can still play. He showed that at the end of the year with Atlanta. And that way,
I don't think we need a third round of Joe Flacco. We're good.
I don't think so either. But I threw his name in because he's one of those free agents who's not Daniel Jones, who was reborn in Indianapolis, and not Malik Willis, who's one of the shiny new toys in free agency because he had 2 or 3 good games.
We might be past the realm where even handsome Jimmy can fix this.
But
Bumps me out.
but a guy like that, Jones, Wentz, Jimmy G, Cousins, gives you competent quarterback play next year.
Yeah.
And buys you a year. If you sign him for like 2 years, you could bring in a young guy in 2027 and not force him onto the field.